Hey everyone, this is Kushagra and I welcome you all to CSS Battle Saturday Night Live. Hello. Let's let's have people joining and then we'll start. Hey Chris, what's up? Thank you for joining the stream. I hope the background music is not too loud and I'm audible. Ooh, let's wait for some more time. So like last time, we will start with some versus battles. If of course, like if anyone is up, we'll do some quick 2 minute battles, and then we'll move to the daily targets and try to reverse engineer some interesting ones. Please do let me know in the chat if you are here. I'll be happy to see your message. So before we start with the versus battles, we actually launched something new today. You can now create public versus battles. If you create a public one, it shows up on the home page, so you don't need to play a versus battle just with your friends now by inviting them. You can just create a public battle. It shows on the home page, and if anyone is interested, they can see all the public ones and join any of them. So now you can battle literally anyone on the planet, any random person. So if you go on the home page, there's a new section now called public versus rooms, and there is actually a public battle hosted by Bio. So let's do that as our first versus battle. Cool. Oh, it's full. Okay, it's already full. Let's see if Bio creates another one. We can join that. Otherwise, let me know if you are up for a quick versus battle, and we can do a versus fight 1-on-1. Cool. I think we can start. Who wants to do a versus battle? I know Chris is here. If you are here, let me know in the chat. Can you watch other people's battle as they take place? Well, not right now. It's not possible as of now, but we can do that sometime. Could be, should it be like possible if you make your battle public, or should we keep it as a separate configuration? So I mark my battle public. That could mean anyone can join, but it stays private after the two players join. And then you could have another setting where you say stream the battle. The battle is streamable, and that would mean you can anyone could also watch the whole battle, whole public battle publicly. So that could be an interesting setting. Yeah, we can do that. Hi Mohammed, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Welcome to the stream. Okay, folks, who wants to do a versus battle? We'll do a quick time attack, 2 minutes. In fact, let me host a versus battle. Oh, I just have one credit. I'll refill, it's fine. Let me make a public battle and let's see if anyone joins. Okay. Watching the battles would be interesting. Yes, definitely. It'll be fun. I agree. Cool. There's a public versus battle. Should be visible on the homepage. Also, like as Bio suggested, we'll also show the list of public battles um, on the versus page as well. That makes sense, yeah. Okay, almost vanishes here. Cornelius is here. Can more than one person join the same battle? Nope, not right now. So it's one-on-one as of now, but we plan to support more than two players also, three, four. That is doable. It's just an interface problem that we need to crack, how to show up multiple players playing on the screen. So, but yeah, technically possible. It's in the plan. Says that your room is full already. Yeah, almost vanished join, so that's why it shows full. So maybe next battle, Chris. Cool. Let's start. Okay. Almost vanished is not ready for some reason. But let me ready when you're ready. Okay. Hit the button ready, Cornelius. Let's do this. Oh, I need to put in more credits. So whenever versus unlocks for you, it's in beta.
Three, two,
So whenever it unlocks for
one,
you, get two free
play.
credits whenever you play someone. Okay, I want to turn off the music. What is even this? Okay, very interesting. Uh, okay. So I want four devs. All of them should be position absolute, and the background should be this, and border radius we want 50. Okay, we want few alternate ones different colors, so we'll make them so this will be red, and this is 120, a little bit less. All of them should be uh top, nope, 50. Div plus div 10. Nope, that's bad margin. Okay, I should submit. Cornelius, do submit because that's how you get some score. 20, this is 30, there's something wrong. I don't know what's happening. What's happening? 7 seconds. No, it's wrong. I did the wrong colors. So let's interchange this. Oh, nope. It's over. You didn't submit, Cornelius. It's okay. Even in like I don't think it's too much better than yours. We both just have the background. Oh, you are on a mobile. Okay. That's not an even match then. It's difficult to play on a mobile right now. But yeah, fun one. Interesting. This is the first time I've seen such kind of target on a versus battle. Fun. Let's do one more. Let me just refill my credits. I'm out of credits. Uh, 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 just a few seconds. Okay. Just loaded up my account with more credits. Yes, I've got 10. Maybe next time, yes. Yeah. Send me an invite link whenever you are on a laptop. Ooh, let's do one more. I had to do the dailies on a mobile a couple weeks ago. Not fun. Yeah, I plan to make it better. But if you have some suggestions like about specific things that can be improved on a mobile device, do put that in the suggestions channel. I'll surely want to like improve the overall experience there. Cool. One more. Who's up? Again, a 2 minutes one. Or we can do a three. Let's try to get. Yay, Chris is in. Let's do a 3 minute one and let's try to get 100%. Remember, Chris, do submit whenever you have something. That's how you get a score. And that's what we'll compare in the end. Cool. Let's fight. Okay, what's the target gonna be?
Three, two,
Two,
one,
one,
play.
fight. Whoa. What's the chances, folks, of getting the same target? Okay, I just stepped for some time. What's the probability you get the same target again, just with different colors? Uh, I'm gonna get 100% this time. Top, 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 top. How much? Okay, and we want border radius to be 50%. Width is a little bit. Why don't I see anything? Nope. Div plus div. Background needs to be green. And this needs to be yellow. Why don't I see anything? Uh, 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 I think I made a big mistake here. And what is that? Green is fine. What's up with my div? Where is it? Okay, it's here. The colors don't show up fine. Div. The background doesn't need to change. Okay, I didn't have anything here. Nope. Some more. 20, I think, or maybe 25. Yeah, 25. Now this doesn't need a background, just some margin. And if we duplicate this, we should get it. Oh, Chris is very close. This would be 75, right? Doesn't show up anything. What's wrong? What's wrong? Okay, this needs to be different color. This is yellow, this is green, this is yellow, this is green. What's up? What's wrong? Diff plus diff, margin 25, right? Okay. I need to reset the color again. Diff plus diff, would it? No. But anyways, let me set the color. Okay. Yeah, I was doing something wrong. 130. No, that's wrong. 20 seconds. Okay. Here we go. 80, 90. No, 80. Need the diff, need the diff. 11 seconds. See, let's submit. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, what happened? Scored zero? Why? Wow, Chris won. Congratulations, Chris. Great job there. But why didn't I get a score? I got a zero. I think you missed a height there. Your height is a little bit less, should be more. And also the width is a little bit less. What did I do wrong? Why is it zero? I have the right background color, so it shouldn't definitely be zero. I can't submit now. Okay. Well, anyways, I didn't feel like an easy one. Yeah, definitely not for a 3 minute battle. Okay, let's go back. Just realized we don't have a back button here. How do we go back? It's possible for me to force a desktop mode and zoom out a lot. I can see everything then. Are you saying you want to battle again, Cornelius? We can do one final one. Whoever joins first. Mohammed, let me know if you want to battle one. I'll create a public one. Let me see. Is there a public hosted battle at the moment? No. Beer is not playing anymore, it seems. Okay, I'm creating a last public battle. Whoever joins first, and then we'll move to. Oh, it's internet. It's Ludwig. I'm gonna take 3 minutes. I don't think I'll need 3 minutes because he'll probably do it in seconds. But anyways, let's think about the best case scenario. Well, Ludwig doesn't do it, and I'll do it in 3 seconds. Fine, let's go. I'm ready. Hey, Ludwig, if you're on the stream, hello.
3, 2, 1.
He actually
Play.
crushed me in one of the public versus battles. It's again the same. Uh, okay, 50%. I'm gonna make 4 divs. Again, this will be the different ones, and the different ones are gonna be this colored. They'll have a different background. How big are they? This much? 90. Is Ludwig even playing? Ah, my fingers are shaking. Ludwig, are you playing? I don't see any preview from your side. Does that mean I'm gonna win? Okay, how do we bring them on the same line? Um, what if we make all of them display in line block, of course, and then I'm gonna use a BR tag. First time ever in CSSBattle. No, not actually. It's not the first time. Okay, good enough. And the eyes are gonna have a margin left. Ludwig, are you here? Just tried it. Worked 99.6%. Which one did you try? Beer? Welcome to the stream, Beer. Thanks for coming in. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. Margin up. No, let's just put left margin. And we also want a top margin. So we want a top, we don't want right. Well, let's do it with right. No, 0, and we want some here. Cool. Is that good? No, we want some top margin, a little bit less. Yeah, 35. That's the number. This is a little bit more. Ludwig is not playing. Why, Ludwig? This preview will be at 100%. What? Oh, let's go back. Pio, are you hosting a battle? No? Do you want to host one? Do you want to fight? Yeah, you feel like losing it within seconds, so that's why I'm asking you. Let me know in the chat if you want to host, or should I? Let me just host. If anyone joins, we'll play, or we'll get back to the daily targets. Okay, I'll keep it more nail biting. 2 minutes battle, waiting for anyone to join. Cool, Bio is in. I mean, is interested. Shall, this should be fun. No, it won't be fun. It will be over even before you know it. It won't be fun. You'll see soon. Okay, Bio is in. Should I take three? No, let's keep it two. Okay, whatever. Hopefully you'll get 100%. Not hopefully, like most probably you'll get 100% Bio. But just in case if you don't, whoever gets the highest one wins. Okay, cool. Let's do this. This will be double scary for me. First, it's 2 minutes, and then your opponent is PO.
3, 2, 1. Play.
Uh, no circles, please. Okay, again. Why is it why is it showing such similar targets? My fingers are already shaking. Okay, we want circles again. I'm fed up of making circles tonight. This is it's actually different with circles. This is more 70. Yeah, why is it circular today? Is it some special day? Um, should we go with, yeah, let's do margin one. 20, yes, 0, 1, 10. Let's bring it down. Cool, let's have these will be same. 45 seconds. Leo, you're not submitting. Whoever gets the higher percent wins. Okay. What do we do with the eyes? Eyes are a little bit, think more width, and they are supposed to be this color. Is it correct? Correct? No. And margin top needs to be 100, 20, 30. Ah, something wrong. 10 seconds. I don't think I'll be doing. Bio, why are you not submitting? You're gonna lose. I can't do it. No, I'm out of time. I win though. Time attacks are fun. You keep the time short, and even such a simple target becomes so much fun. Don't you think? What did I do wrong? Why are the three circles not showing for me? I think I should have done relative. No, I do have the colors correct, I think. Why are the circles not showing? I don't know. I submitted, but I got error messages. Wow, that's unlucky. I'll look into that. Shouldn't have happened. I'm assuming you submitted way before the time ended for the battle. That should have worked. We can do one more. Let's see if you're able to submit. I'll do. No, no, Mama, that's not me. I didn't do anything. Beer, if you wanna fight again, hopefully you're able to submit. And hopefully we get something apart from a circle. Maybe it needs an audible, subtle flashing countdown when time is running out to remind you. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, 100%. I'm gonna note it somewhere, one second. But I can keep the chat. Yeah, I have the chat. I played against someone else before and had only 99.6 problems. That's fine. That's okay. Cool. Almost vanished. Cornelius is in. Let's fight. 2 minutes. Okay, let's do 2 minutes. Hopefully Cornelius is able to play on his mobile device. This is the final one, folks. Then we'll move to daily targets. But if you want more versus battles, let me know. We can skip the daily targets also. It's fine. Whatever you folks say.
3, 2,
No
1.
circles, please.
Play.
Ah, okay. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna use Ludwig's technique. What was it? Okay. I'll do margin. No, actually, let me set the. This is, I think, correct. And you have, and all we need is the margin. Cornelius, are you playing? I don't see your preview. I Is it done? No. A little bit more. 20. The margin is correct. Okay. 0, 0, and I need 80. Is that fine? No, the width needs to be more. Okay, Cornelius is playing. 57 seconds. Keep submitting, Cornelius. Otherwise, you're gonna lose. What is this? 75. This is 220, 230, 240. No, I think it's 230. Not even that. 4, 3, oh, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. Where is it positioned? I'm gonna submit. No! 50. 24 seconds. Cornelius, keep submitting. What is this diamond? You won the battle? Oh, got it. Nice. I got 100%. Woohoo. This is the first time I've got 100% on a live versus battle. Otherwise, I've got it a few times. I gave up. Why? Oh, okay, mobile device. I get it. Yeah, I know I won the battle. Cool. Voting time. Do you folks want more versus battles? I guess we have a lot of people here. Or should we go to daily targets? Let's do a voting in the chat. Mobile isn't for me. Yeah, I guess it's for no one right now. The experience is not that good. It's difficult to play. It's okay. You get bonus points. We have a different set of weapons. Versus or daily, folks? What do you folks want? So the daily I was looking to reverse engineer today was this one, the one from June 10th. Let me know, players. I'm waiting for your votes. Should we do more verses? Should we do the daily reverse engineering? Either way is fine. Do you have more challenges for the battles? More challenges for the battles. I did not get that question. And by the way, welcome to the stream. Say, what do you mean by more challenges for the battles? Do you mean for the versus battle? At least someone let me know. Should we go for dailies or should we do versus? Daily reverse engineering. Okay. Sid says either way is fine. Chris says daily reverse engineering. So okay, for the versus. So versus battle get generated targets. I mean the targets are created by an algorithm on the fly. So like it's not that we have a set bank of targets. It's a random one that gets generated. I know like if you have seen the versus battles from today's live stream, you're not going to think it's random because we have been getting circles all throughout. I don't know why. Never happened before. Versus is great, but you need to mix it up. Maybe end the stream with a couple more like last week. Yeah, kind of agree. Let's do the daily. Anyways, the vote says daily. Let's do the daily. Yay. This one is an interesting one. Looks simple. Cool. First, let's discuss how would we do it in the most straightforward manner. The most trivial approach here would be, I guess, uh, to create some rectangles. So what I see is this thing as a rectangle, and then this thing could be an overlapping rectangle, and then this one, right? So you have three overlapping rectangles, one, and then this two, and then this one, three, which is like it's behind everyone. So these three rectangles, dimensioned according to like appropriately, and they all have a orange background with a blue border. So that would create this one. You could actually reduce it to two rectangles. This could be one which has box shadows on it. So it starts with a blue box shadow, then an orange one, which is this one. And with the box shadow, you can have different set of offsets, right? In the X and Y. So you could get this uh, more width here compared to this one with the box shadow offset play. And then after orange, you could have again a blue box shadow. So that creates this particular thing from a single element. And then the behind one could be the second rectangle, which again is a orange one with a blue border or a box shadow, whatever works here, both work here. So that could be another one with a little bit one less element. What else? Is there a more straightforward approach for this one? Yeah, I think that's what I see straight away. Cool. Let's look at the top solutions. Okay, it's the first one is by Ilya. It's 125 characters long, short. And then there is 126 by Imo Daziz. Then BO is 126 again. Pindaros, sorry. Pindaros is 127, 127, 127, 128. Okay. Quite some variation there. I'm not sure about the solutions, but definitely some character counts there. Cool. Let's load up Ilya's solution. Okay, we have some elements, I think for the first time probably. Otherwise, it's always HTML and body tags that we see in these top solutions. I was actually thinking of creating a plugin to unminify the code. I forgot. Sorry. Maybe next stream. Okay, there's a nested selector also. Oh, it's actually three nested selectors. That's also a first on this live stream. Cool. Some interesting stuff there we're seeing for the first time. Let's try to figure that out. What's happening? Let's comment up stuff and we'll uncomment those one by one and see what each declaration is doing for us in this solution by Ilya. Okay, one thing that I like to do is put a background on everything. Oh, sorry, put an outline on everything that shows up the elements clearly. Cool. So this is what we have by default. The outline is showing up on the body tag on the HTML tag, but also on the paragraph and the H2, though they don't show up clearly where they are, but we'll see. Okay, so you see that there are two elements, but it's not very clear if they are siblings or are they nested within each other because we don't have a closing tag. So that is not clear, but we can figure that out. One way is, of course, to fire up the inspector and see what's being rendered. How is this being rendered? So you see they are siblings here without us having to explicitly have closing tags and explicitly tell the browser that they have to be siblings. The browser has decided to make them siblings, and that is a default behavior for the browser here because um, paragraph is a block element and h2 is also a block element. I think you can have it's okay to have h2 inside a paragraph, but I think because they are both blocks, the browser decides not to have an h2 as the child, but instead a sibling. I'm not 100% sure on that, but like one reason that the browser decides to have two unclosed elements as siblings and not children is they are semantically or they are not technically allowed to be nested. For example, a link inside link, or probably a div inside link, because a block cannot be inside an inline element. But I'm not sure here. Both are block, but the browser has decided to make them siblings and not children, not nested. Cool, but yeah, that's the behavior here, and that's what the solution relies on. The both elements being siblings of each other. Okay, what next? And if we see them, P is self-closing. P is self-closing. Okay, so if you don't close it, closes right away. Is that it? Okay, that makes sense. So since we are not closing it, P closes itself right away. It doesn't wait for um, any more elements to nest them inside itself. So that's why I guess, yeah, implicitly there. Okay, okay, makes sense. P is self-closing. It's that's the reason for this behavior. Cool. And if we just hover over both the elements, we can see where they are. P is right here. You can see the default margins on the paragraph tag. And since it doesn't have any content, it's zero height. And right below that should be the h2, our h2 again with zero height because there's no content inside it. And both of them, you can see they take up the whole width because they are block level elements. Cool. That's what we have by default. Now the next declaration that we are gonna open up is the padding. Interesting. A lot of changes there visually. Let's see what's happening. Again, if we try to inspect our elements, we'll see what's happening. So this is the HTML element. So remember, this is padding, not the margin yet. It's the padding. So there's a top padding of 15%. There is no padding on the left, right, and there is a very small padding on the bottom, right? So there's a big padding first of all on the top, so that gives HTML some space on the top. That's what we see, the green area. And then there is this body, again with a big padding on the top. And you can see the default margin, the 8 pixel default margin. That's the orange area right there. The P again gets a big margin, a big padding at the top with its default margin there. And same with the H2, right? One below another. So padding basically gives them some height. Cool. Now that we have the padding in place, let's uncomment the backgrounds next so that we can at least see them clearly instead of just white areas. So there we have the orange background. Okay, that's the only background that the solution has. The other stuff is being done through a box shadow. Something maybe similar to the trivial approach that we discussed initially, but we'll see what's happening. Okay, let's open up the margin declaration next. So this is margin 35 that gets applied on all the sides, like all the four sides. Cool. So that's what we get. Yeah, again, like I think this is pretty straightforward. We have the HTML with a big 35 pixel margin on all sides, a big padding on the top. We have the body that starts here, and then of course the two elements, one below each other, the paragraph and the h2 tag. Now, remember this background is first of all getting applied to nested elements. So that means our um, starting from the body, that's the first nested tag, right? So the body, the paragraph, and the h2 tag, they all get orange background. And the next declaration, which is the meat of the solution, I believe, that is again on just the nested elements, that is star inside star. So again, gets applied to the body, paragraph, and the h2 tag, right? Now, let's see. What is the box shadow doing here? You can see there are two box shadows. There is this box shadow, which is orange color box shadow, and this is sorry, a Y offset shadow, which is 23 Q units downwards, right? And then there is this shadow, which is a blue one. It doesn't have any offset, it doesn't have any blur, but it's a spread. So we should be seeing blue border sort of thing on all the four sides because of this one. And because of this, we should be seeing um, some orange area below the elements wherever this box shadow applies, right? So sort of like let's try to isolate what we are seeing and then we'll see it clearly. How is it showing up? Let's try to hide H2, and if I hide paragraph as well, we'll be left with HTML and body. And since HTML does not have this part of the rule, like it's just for the nested elements, we are just left with body, which gets the box shadow, right? So let's see. This is our body. It's pretty big height-wise because it has paragraph and H2 inside it, right? But here's the body. It has a blue, you can see the blue. Let me turn this off. You can see the blue area around the body. That is because of this shadow, right? The one with the spread. And then it has a shadow which goes downwards, 23Q units. And that is should be somewhere here, which doesn't show because the body is overflowing outside the viewport, so we don't see it. But if we were to reduce the height somehow, like we can reduce it. Actually, we won't see it, I guess. Oh, we can't remove the H2 because so H2 is not self-closing, so the style tag goes inside H2, and that's why you see the content, right? You see, because there is no closing tag on H2, the style tag gets nested when the browser passes it. In fact, I can move this up here, and then if I delete H2, the body gets shorter. Uh, I'm just trying to like show how the box shadow shows up on a single element. Yeah, now it is more clear. So the red rectangle you see here, that's the body. And you can see it's orange color because it has a background of orange. It has a blue box shadow on all four sides. That's this spread. But it also has a box shadow which goes downwards 23 units, and that's orange color. And this shadow is on top of the spread one, right? So it shows on top of the spread. And that's why you see this part. This is that downwards orange shadow showing on top of the blue spread shadow, right? So this is just the box shadow showing on one element, which is the body, right? Let's reset things. So this is what we have right now. The same thing is being, it's happening on all the three elements, all the three nested elements, the paragraph H2 and the body, enclosing both of them. So if we just compare this with the solution right now, I think like HTML stays the way it is. This, yeah, this is the HTML. It has no blue stuff. So it's just for positioning and alignment stuff. This is the body. This is the paragraph and this is the H2, right? Now remember that we just have one declaration left, and this applies to um, something nested inside something which is nested inside something. So basically elements which are two level deep in the hierarchy, and that would mean this applies to paragraph and the H2, right? Because they are the only elements you can see which are nested inside something, and their parent is nested inside something also. So paragraph and H2 get the final declaration on over them, and that is, I believe, to like just to set their right dimension and the right positioning. That's what we do with margins while code golfing. Cool. So th there we get it. Let's see what's happening. Uh, let's try to set different colors so we'll know clearly which is which. Let's make the paragraph green, and let's make H2 white. Okay. All right. So this is what is happening. Let's make the body also a different color. Let's set it to maybe black. Interesting. Okay. So whatever we set on body, remember like this is body, paragraph, and H2, all three. But since the paragraph and H2 have their own colors, it basically is setting the color on body essentially. So whatever gets set on the body gets applied to the root canvas because there is no specific color on the root canvas or on the HTML tag, like we have learned on the last streams. So this yellow basically boils up to the root canvas, and that's why even though body here is getting the yellow color, this goes up to the root canvas and everything becomes yellow. And so that's the reason why we are seeing everything yellow. But this is the body. The first rectangle is the HTML, this is the body. And because, let's just tidy this up a little bit. Yeah. So the two nested elements inside the body, they have a small top margin. They have margin on the left and right, and they have a big negative margin at the bottom. Okay, why did the elements go up even though they have a big negative margin at the bottom? This is paragraph. Paragraphs are green. Paragraph is green. H2 is here. Okay, okay, fine. We'll get to that. But we see what the where the elements are. So this is how the whole structure is created. This particular rectangle This rectangle is the body, and then we bring in the H2 here. This becomes CH2, and this one is the paragraph. And because all the elements have blue spread box shadow, we get this border sort of thing around all the three elements, right? Except the HTML tag. Okay, so first of all, that's how the structure is, the body with the P and H2 positioned this way. But there are a few things to note here, which I'm not sure how they're working right now. First of all, the paragraph and the H2 tag, they were same width, I believe, initially, before we turned on the margin. Yeah, you can see the paragraph and the H2 tag, they are exactly the same widths, which makes sense. They are block level elements, take up the whole space, the whole width of the body tag. Hey Parag, hi, welcome to the stream. Um, okay, so they were same width initially, but for some reason after we turned on the margin, they became different widths. Why did that happen? So there is margin on the top, which is a percentage margin. Okay. Okay. That is crazy. So if you folks see the inline margin, which is this one, it is applied on the left and right side, the inline sides. This margin is using the unit of CH, which is width of one character, specifically the zero character, right? But essentially, it's width of one character in whatever font and the size is present on that element, right? And interestingly, the solution exploits the fact that the paragraph text by default is smaller than the text than the text on H2 inside H2. Basically, the font size on paragraph is smaller than the font size on H2, right? H2s are bigger. I mean, H by default is bigger than the normal text. That's what headings are for. So H2 is bigger in font size, and therefore 5ch on the H2 would evaluate to a bigger number than the paragraph, right? Did you folks see that? That's so crazy. That's crazy. So that's why like the margin, same margin on both the elements created a different, evaluated to a different absolute number eventually. And that's why their width are different, right? That's crazy. Amazing technique there. So we know why the widths are different now, but why did, so what's happening with the negative margin bottom? Okay, let's see. Let's try the step-by-step incrementing method there. So this is what we have without the negative. And note this is like, let's just reset this. Okay, so this is the initial stuff. Note that paragraph and H2 are same width right now. And slowly, if you increment this thing, oh, sorry, you can see both margins are evaluating differently, and H2 being more in font size would be a bigger um, evaluate to a bigger number with the same CH unit, and so it shrinks more, right? More margin, smaller width. So at 5ch, the H2 becomes this one. The paragraph becomes the width that we need here. H2 becomes what we need here. And then there is some amount of top margin, but we'll get to that last because I think the more significant margin here is the bottom margin, which is playing a significant role here. So this goes negative, right? So if the bottom margin is going negative, I don't get this. Why are they moving up? What's happening? I don't get it. Why isn't the paragraph moving first of all? Am I reading it right? This is the bottom margin, right? Yeah, the bottom margin is as it grows, the element. So this is the bottom margin. If you increase it, the margin, the below margin should increase and the element should shrink. And if you go even further, the element should rise. Why is it going down? That's weird. So this is getting applied just on paragraph and the h2 tags, right? So the paragraph has a margin, a bottom margin. The h2 has a bottom margin. Fine, okay. So uh, the paragraph has a bottom margin, which is this p tag. As the bottom margin on paragraph would increase, the h2 would go down. Okay, that makes sense because the paragraph would push h2 downwards, right? So if I increase paragraph's margin, bottom margin, the h2 just goes downwards. Okay, now I get it. Okay, it's because of paragraph's bottom margin. And in contrast, if I decrease the bottom margin, the negative margin of paragraph would bring h2 up, right? So you see, if as I decrease negative margin, as I decrease the margin in the negative direction, it brings h2 up, right? So we just want to position the h2 here, somewhere here, right? And then the top margin is just to bring both of them to the right place, right? So you can see like without the top margin, they show somewhere here, but we need this blue element, like this element. You can see the shadows are not aligned up right. So we need to bring them a little bit down. So that's why like the 4 is a little less. So that's why 4.5 brings them to the right position. And then the top just to set the H2 at the right place. Crazy. And now if we just remove the backgrounds and the outline, there we get it. Yeah, crazy solution. Nice. Specifically that CH thing. That is so smart. Like you don't touch the widths of the two elements using the width, but you set the margins in CH unit, and the font size will automatically handle it for you. Crazy, crazy approach. That's Ophelia. Nice solution. What about the second best solution? That seems a little different. It doesn't use as many elements as the first one. It just uses one tag. So along with the body and H2, body and HTML, we have three tags. Okay, tree level nesting again. Okay, So there is this declaration gets applied to all. This is one level nesting, so applies to body and paragraph, and then this applies just to the paragraph, right? Let's see what's happening. If we set an outline of 2 pixel red color, we can see, and let's make the paragraph also a different color. Cool. So I think this makes it a bit clear. So again, like this is our body. This is the HTML actually. This is the HTML, and here we have the body, and the paragraph is used to create this one. So the blue stuff is created using the borders, and there is no bottom border, as you will notice here. We don't need the bottom borders on any of the element, right? So the bottom border is reset. And then of course the margins to place and create the right dimensions for the element. Oh, it's your solution, Mohammed. Nice. Congrats on the second position. All right. So like once we have the base set, the other two nested declarations are just for setting the right height and the right positions using the margin tag. Nice, great solution. I think it's just like very few characters apart from the best. Yeah, it's just one character apart. Very different solution uses one less tag, and also the stuff here it's quite different. And but still, like it's just one character when it comes to character count, one character away. Nice, great solutions. Cool. I think we are 1 hour into the stream. About time. Interesting target today. Should we end with a versus battle? Is anyone up for a versus battle? I'm ready if anyone wants to do. I'll wait for a few seconds. If anyone is up, you can hit me in the chat. In fact, I'm sorry. Like I can create a battle and ask anyone to join. I forget that we have public versus battles now. I'll just have anyone join. If someone joins in the next 1 minute, we'll do a versus battle and we'll end the stream with that. Otherwise, that would be it for today. And if you folks have any suggestions about the versus feature, the versus battle feature, the change, the feature that went live today, the public thing, and in general about anything on the platform, we have a suggestions channel. Do ping me in that channel, and we'll surely take that up if that makes sense. Um, yeah, even if it's a bug, we have a bug channel for that. Just don't like keep it with you. Let me know on the Discord server. Cool. Few more seconds. Wait, and then we'll decide what to do. Also, if you have suggestions on other stuff to do on the streams, this was a good addition. The versus battle is fun. Like has a mix of stuff that we do on the stream now instead of just doing daily targets. Uh, so if you have other suggestions like things we can include in the stream, let me know on the YouTube video or again in the suggestions channel on the Discord wherever you feel like. But yeah, let me know if you have ideas. Cool. I think no one's joining, so we'll end the stream here. Fun target today, and also the versus battles that we did at the start. They were fun, nail biting. And I'll definitely check why were we getting circular targets today, just circles. in all the targets. And also that submit bug, I think, which BO encountered. I'll have a look at those. But yeah, nevertheless, fun versus battles. Um, cool, then this would be it. I'll see you next Saturday on the stream. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for playing the battles with me. It was fun. Cool. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, so to get notified about the streams. We do this every week on Saturdays, nighttime here, but I think like it would be morning for a lot of you. Yeah, but we try to do it every Saturday, same time. Oh, Chris has joined. Right when was I was saying I was gonna say bye. Cool. Let's do a final battle and then it would be a bye. All right, Chris, I'm ready. So we begin whenever you are. Final versus battle, folks. Who's gonna win it? I'm waiting for you, Chris. Hit the ready button, please. Okay, Chris is ready. No circles, please, I hope.
3, 2, 1. Play.
What is it? Okay, interesting. Do we have a margin? Doesn't look like. This is 200, probably this is 150. It's to the background. Okay, okay, there's no margin. All right, this is a little more. No, 123. Okay, 203, and this is 1, 2. No, this is 45, 46, 47, and then you have a box shadow, I think. Let's do it with box shadow in 56 seconds. Can we do it? So there is the Chris, please submit. That's how you get a score. Don't forget submitting. Downwards 5 pixel of shadow. There is no blur, but there is a spread of -5, I think. What did it do? 5. Oh, I didn't set a color. Damn. Okay, let's. Okay, I think I get it. We need -10, I believe. Yeah, let's do it. 5. Yeah, this should be it. Did I win? No, it's a little more. So -5. We need a little more. It's a draw. 98.9, 98.9. Chris, you win. Congrats. Great one. Hey, Kartike. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are about to end. This was the final battle. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream. And great battle, Chris. Yeah, very close. I'm just like 0.1 percentage, but you won. Nice. Oh, oh, did you have a complete rectangle? That's how you got a 99.9. Whoa. I got interrupted right when you activated the verses. It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, nice hack. Was it intentional or like was it just by I mean chance? You have a complete rectangle there, probably the right width, but the height is wrong. And you have missed this blue, like the missing corner here, and you got 99.9 still. But yeah, nice hack. Cool, cool, folks. That would be it. Our final versus battle, and that's what we will end the stream with today. I'll see you folks next Saturday, same time, same channel. Hope to see you on the next stream. Till then, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.